Alright everyone, TJ back here with another video. This time we're talking my melee necromancer build that I'm using on penitent difficulty. For those who missed it, I'm pretty sure I was the first blind person to complete penitent difficulty on the DLC campaign, so that's a nice little bragging right there. As far as this melee mancer, so really this comes down to the fact that Sever got a new legendary power and just generally got buffed as far as I can tell, as far as damage and stuff. So that legendary power, plus the Unmaker unique helmet, plus the new ultimate, and of course there's other multipliers and other like mechanics and stuff, but the general gist of it is that you have nearly infinite resource, nearly infinite barrier, and you can just spam Sever. Yeah, and what the new power for Sever, the new legendary power, basically what the idea is, you hit Sever, and then that Sever hits something, and then that Sever splits into three things that go and hit the thing you hit already. So like just double damage or triple damage or whatever, depending on how the math works. So if we go, there's an enemy over here. Let's see, let's go hit him and show how it works a little bit. So that's the general gist. Like you just Sever just annihilates things, right? Now I'm sure Torment 1, 2, 3, 4, Pushing the Pit, whatever. I'm sure all of this eventually gets irrelevant, but at the same time I'm having a lot of fun playing this build, so this is what I'm using. Now for context, I have sacrificed all of my minions. None of them exist right now. So I get the crit damage from the Iron Golem sacrifice, vulnerable damage from the Cold Mage sacrifice, 10% more crit chance from the regular Skirmish Warrior guy sacrifice. I put the points in the passive to make those even bigger numbers. I'm also using Necrotic Carapace and whatever the other one is, so that I'm always fortified, always have a barrier. More damage against elites when fortified, that helps against bosses. Chance to create corpses, because chance to create corpses with damage, but then also still have my basic attack. Decompose, that helps generate corpses. Filled by death, you have movement speed from another passive. It's just a bunch to think about, right? The general gist is that I have okay-ish movement speed, okay-ish for a penitent in my necromancer, in my opinion. The resource is fairly consistent. Toughness feels pretty good. Like I'm not feeling like I'm gonna die by any means. Now again, that will probably change in Torment. This is all focused on being up close, right? So for me, I have the Cursed Aura on my gloves. I have the new legendary power for Sever on my amulet. I have Damned aspect on my ring for the extra 40% multiplier against shadow affected things. Which actually, now I think about it, like Soul Rift, like puts shadow on everything, right? So does Sever. Sever also makes things vulnerable on the third cast, and with the attack speed being what I have right now, like that third cast comes out pretty quick, so it's not a big deal. We have Might on my shield. Let me just double check. The Unmaker, which is nice. Intercom, just because I picked it up, why not? Protector for barrier. For toughness. Creepy Mist I have on there just because it's just a holdover from what I had before. Haven't changed it. Accelerating, more attack speed, why not? Go ham. I'm trying to think what else I have. Oh, runes. I do have, so I've been messing with a couple configurations for my runes as far as what I have right now. So what I was trying was a bit of a resource refund idea where I spend a bit of resource and get a bit of resource back. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, so I was trying that, and it helps a little bit, but it's not as much as I was hoping. Maybe if I got more resource back, or had a more resource cost reduction at first, then it'd be more useful. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm going back to either using Challenging Shout every time I pop 2 healing potions or 1 healing potion or whatever. Either that or prompting the Spiritborn's Concussive Stomp thing, which is a big crowd control, helps with crowd control bosses, stuff like that, right? So those are my 2 ideas as far as what runes I have available. And I understand the dries in the background. I can't do much about it. I just chose to record right now, so dries in the background. I'm trying to think what else I have. Oh. So for what's on my bar, I have Decompose with Enhanced. That helps generate corpses. Of course, Sever with everything up to the Sever making people vulnerable. I have the chance to create a corpse with damage. Chance to make barrier when you damage. Extra damage against elites when fortified. Creating corpses makes it fortified. All of those help with the toughness and damage at the same time. Except the barrier. The barrier just help keep me alive. I have the extra movement speed passive. I have the extra passive where the sacrifice bonuses are higher. I do have corpse tendrils for pulling in enemies and it makes them vulnerable and they get damaged. I'm wondering if I might swap to the health orb or healing globe, whatever drops. That may help as well, just for pure toughness. Because I feel like I have a lot of vulnerability anyway because of how fast Sever is happening. So maybe, I don't know. That's an idea. Corpse Explosion I do have as Blighted Corpse, just because it's shadow damage. I might as well try and have some sort of synergy. Maybe it won't be anything meaningful damage, but it'll be something, at least for now. The key passive, I'm pretty sure is the new one. What is the new one? How old is it? Let's see. Affliction, this one. Yeah, I'm using Affliction just because none of the other ones really would help all that much, really, for this build. Unless I did a minions with Sever, then I could do the minions passive. But I don't know about. I like not having minions to micromanage and worry about them. Are they all up again? Because I can't see them, and it's just the whole thing. I'm lazy, right? So my leading thought here, when I get enough Paragon points, is there's two boards. I don't remember the names of them, but one of the legendary nodes is multiplier. When you consume a lot of corpses around you. The other one's a multiplier against cursed targets. And if I'm using the cursed aura, and I'm always up melee range up close, I always have cursed targets. So those are my two legendary nodes I can think of. As far as like lift sockets, I am immediately going to go for territorial because that's damage reduction and damage to close enemies. And then after that, I can't think of anything past that because I'm not like a build planner, like theory crafter for the most part. But I just think this build's fun. I'm having a lot more fun with this than any other Necro build. Like, I was playing minions for so long for the campaign, right? And minions are fun, right? But eventually I got bored, so I was like, alright, I wanted to see if this will work. And I'm sure the people are making builds and max roll and mobilytics and all that, but, I haven't made the effort to really look. But this is fun for me. Hope you guys enjoy seeing this kind of gameplay because as much as minions are cool and they're hype now, Ring of Mandel's working. I missed my melee mancer. D3 boys. Poison Scythe. Let's go. And funny enough, it actually feels like Poison Scythe because I do have to do a whole rotation into big boy damage as ever. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it. So I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown a little bit, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Probably just see me running around doing side quests around and stuff, and trying to get to Tournament 1.